Okay, well, we couldn't think of a good opening line, so samurais. We're going to be talking about samurais in this video. So, samurais first originated in the Heian period. They were hired warriors for wealthy landowners, or daimyo, and or who were independent of the central government and needed warriors to protect them and their land.
Samurais had to be loyal and had to honor the daimyos and emperors. If a samurai was disloyal to a daimyo or failed to win a fight, they would have to go through a gruesome suicide ritual. If it was a planned ritual, they would have their last meal, bathe, and write a death poem. Then they would cut themselves horizontally across the stomach and bleed to death. Sometimes someone would be there to behead them, so there was less suffering. A dishonored samurai on the battlefield would do it themselves with a dagger.
The samurai influenced the fashion of the era, although they didn't dress to impress. Really? They usually wore wide silk trousers and a two-part vest that could be easily removed. On their feet, they would wear sandals, and their hair was in a bun. And sometimes they wore helmets and masks for decorations, like my samurai. She died.
Samurais used many weapons. They first used the chokodu, which is a slimmer, smaller version of the future medieval knight swords. They later switched to the katana. The samurai code stated that a samurai's soul was in his katana. A katana was carried with a smaller blade called a daisho. They also used a yumi, which is a long bow, and spears. Samurais then abandoned their bows for gunpowder, which allowed them to use cannons and firearms. They also used a flintlock rifle called a tanegashima.
Samurais did more than hit each other with swords. They were also very well educated. They were skilled in mathematics. They studied literacy and calligraphy. They also had many methods of calming the mind. Poetry, flower arranging, rock gardening, and painting were all common methods samurai used to ensure mental peace. The samurai's whole family had to fight. This included the mother samurai. This is our female samurai. And the children. They all followed the Bushido code, or the way of the warrior. The female samurai protected the land if the male samurai was away.
The samurai were generally 5'3" to 5'5". Samurais were also hairier and their skin was lighter. The samurai were descended from the Ainu.
In the 1400s, the shoguns lost much of their authority because people became tired of having no say in the government. So they rebelled. One event led to another, and Japan ended up shutting itself off from the rest of the world, or isolationism. You guys remember that in China a couple chapters back? Yeah, and Japan's rulers feared the peasants would overtake their armies, so they banned guns. All this led to samurais lasting much longer than they otherwise would have. They lasted until the 1800s, until they were no longer needed. Go Drilla! She died.